On June 6, 2020, the notorious Conor McGregor announced his retirement to the world after UFC 250. In this video, we're going to be talking about how does this change the landscape in the UFC? What does this mean for the UFC? And is Conor McGregor actually serious this time? This is Sports News Stream, where we provide the latest and most updated sports news available. Please, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button so you can be informed and notified of our latest content that we upload. And if you're already a subscriber, appreciate the love and support, and hit that like button and leave a comment. We reply to all comments. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Vernon Miller, Sports News Stream, and let's get right into it. Last night, UFC provided another event, UFC 250. Very successful event. Great matches, great results. And after the event, Conor McGregor took to Twitter, posted an image with him and his mother, pretty much saying that he's retiring from the sport. It's been a great ride. Appreciate all the love and support. It's going to buy his mom a house wherever she wants, and they're going to pretty much ride off into the sunset. So let's get into it. I'm going to come outright and say I don't believe him. I think Conor McGregor is definitely an individual who understands the business, understands marketing, understands promoting, and what better way to stay relevant? What better way to keep people talking about him than saying, "Hey, I quit. This is it. That's all. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you later." And then, like he did the first time, here we go, I'm back. What better way to do it? What better way to keep yourself relevant? What better way to keep people on the cliff? And what better way to possibly go ahead and leverage a bigger payday when it's time to come back? Obviously, in my opinion, I believe the UFC will definitely be affected by this through revenues and ticket sales and everything of that nature. Conor McGregor is he's a big brand, he's a big name. Definitely has he's one of the faces of UFC besides John Jones and Amanda Nunes. I mean, they're the big three. So when you're talking about ticket sales and putting matches together, Conor McGregor is definitely one of the individuals that an individual would be looking for when it's time to evaluate or think about buying or purchasing a pay-per-view from UFC. So with that being said, I think he comes back. I think there's plenty of fights for him to come back to. Everybody's going to, I mean, when you think about it and him coming back, of course, one of the big rematches would be him and Khabib, one of the big matches or rematches, him and Khabib. Everybody wants to see, can Conor McGregor avenge that loss? I don't think he can, but it would be nice to see. He could drop down, and he's been a former champion in multiple divisions, so he can, bounce around if need be. He finished with a 22-4 record. He could go all the way down to featherweight and fight Sung Jung, or he could fight Holiday, or he can stay. He can go back up to lightweight and fight Ferguson, or like I said, Khabib or Hooker, or it's quite a few individuals that he could fight just in the top 5 lightweight or featherweight. So there's definitely some money available for him. There's definitely some leverage for him to go ahead and command the money he wants. But I think, once he got that Floyd Mayweather money, I think he probably thought to himself, hey, what am I doing? UFC is much more of an animalistic world compared to boxing. Boxing is more organized and more skilled. Now, mind you, this is just my opinion. Boxing is more of a skilled technique, and UFC is more of an animalistic, barbaric, type of vibe where, may the best guy win on, just some type of knee to the head, elbow to the throat, or what have you. It's not too much of a shoulder rolling and Philly cages and things of that nature like the boxing game requires. So with that being said, you get $100 million and now you're sitting up here saying to yourself, hey, I just got $100 million for about 35 minutes worth of fight boxing compared to me having to get in the octagon and, pretty much risk getting my head split open, ear split open, and probably won't even see nowhere near that type of money on any day fighting in the UFC. Everybody knows the UFC is at the bottom of the totem pole when it's time to get paid. So I do see him coming back, but I see him coming back and trying to play chess instead of checkers. But that remains to be seen. I could be wrong. Let's see how that works out. So pretty much that's all we have for right now. Leave a comment in the section, comment section, and let us know what you think. Does he come back? If he does come back, who does he fight? I personally think he's going to fight Khabib. I think that's the biggest draw for him to fight. And I see that coming to fruition. Until then, we're on to the next one. Appreciate all the love and support.